Hello, hello, hello. It's your guy, 5 minutes or less. Basically coming to you guys live again with another episode of why you should not be listening so hard to the manosphere, or should I say, trying to debunk some of the manosphere talking points and so on and so forth. Um, so today's topic basically is on why a man should not be chasing a woman. And when I listen to some of the talking points coming out from the MGTOW area, I basically understand their reason for saying what they're saying. Not really MGTOW, but from the manosphere, including MGTOW, I believe they're all part of the same group. What they're saying regarding chasing makes a lot of sense, and that is dedicating time to this other activity rather than building your own self. Some of the words you're going to hear from the manosphere section is be the best man you can be. Aim to be better. Aim to be a better version of yourself tomorrow. You should always be a step ahead of where you are yesterday. And I can basically resonate with what they're saying. They have a point in that department, especially with the way our economy is. It's very important for men to focus on their ambition, what they want to achieve, where they want to see themselves in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years. But we all know no man is an island. You definitely need the opposite sex. You need to be loved, you need to be cared for, you need to be touched. And this is where bringing the woman into your life is also important. Like most people would say, buying a house, buying a car, these are some major investments. But some people don't really understand that the woman you have is even a bigger investment than you even think. She is a huge investment. I will tell you this. She's a liability, but it's an investment. And depending on how she behaves, she can destroy your world or make your world. Now, let's understand what the topic of today is, which is chasing. Why a man should not chase. Now, I want to make sure that we all have an understanding of what that word chase means. Chase is continuously going after something that you want. The word some people, or should I say grown-ups, are actually looking for is approach, which is simply is going to something you want and seeing whether it's available. Grown men or men should always do the approach rather than the chase. Now, I can say this. When it comes to approaching, most men need to do so at least once or twice every single day or once a week. You go, you approach a woman you like, you try seek a conversation with her. If she's not interested, you move on. You don't sit down there, insult her, whatever it is. It's your right to go over there to approach the woman, and when she rejects you, you move on. It's her right to reject or accept you. There's no reason to throw insulting words at her, regardless of her behavior. Whatever you go and you find, that's on you. Some people have very poor manners, and that should be your own red flag to simply say, you know what, I cannot deal with a human being like this. Remember, these are investments. And when you walk towards an investment is poor, you don't need any other reason but to walk away. Now, let's deal with why it's very important not to chase. The first has to do with sunken fallacy. When you pour effort into something, many of the times you want to see it realized. You keep pouring, you keep pouring, you keep pouring into it because you want to see the end of it. It's no different from a gambler who has been warming up a seat on the turntables and feels that sooner or later they're going to win. That's the same way somebody who's chasing somebody is also acting. You sit down there and you keep sinking into this person, thinking that they are going to come around. I believe I've said this many times. A woman is not something you sink your attention into. You don't sink too much into her. Sure, you can take her out, do this, show her affection, but you don't sit down there sinking so much energy into her. This is where the chasing comes. Because the more you sink in there, the more you feel that you are entitled to the results you have put an effort in. Again, I'm going to say this. You feel that you're entitled to a result as a result of the effort you've put into that thing. Let's say you worked hard. You've worked for 2 weeks on passing an exam. The exam rolls around and you just get only an A. With the amount of effort you had put in, you felt that you should be entitled to an A+, but you only got an A. You're going to be pissed, or you got a B. You're going to be pissed with the amount of effort that you put in, and this is all you got. And making it worse is if you get a C or a D after spending that much time, sinking so much time into getting at least a reasonable grade. This is the same reason here, guys. You don't sink that much into a woman. She is not an asset that keeps bringing back. She's never won. You enjoy her just like any other liability asset that you have, just like your car, whatever it is. That is who she is. You put some time, you put some effort, but you don't sink everything you've got in there. Because the underlying principle or the underlying situation should always be that she cares about you. That's the underlying thing. She cares about you. So, when you sink your time, your effort, and you're expecting a result, it puts the dominance, or should I say, it makes her more dominant over you. Do you get this picture? Because you are so afraid to lose, because you've put in so much time and effort, she now has dominance over you because of the amount of time you've put in. You're a slave to your effort in this situation. You do not want that to happen to you as a man. It's no different from you working so hard on your vehicle, making it shiny and all that whole stuff, and then somebody just comes in and just ruins everything. You're going to be pissed, man. You will want to break a neck. You've worked so hard to build an empire for yourself, a little thing, a nest egg for yourself, and then somebody who has no idea how much time you had spent, how much sweat, how much pain, just walks in there and go all cuckoos for Cocoa Puffs on everything you have worked on. Just dismantles it. You spent 20, 30 years trying to build this stuff, and somebody just walks in 5 minutes, just messes everything up. You're going to lose your mind. And that is how it is when you're investing time in women. Do not do that. Don't invest too much time there. You should expect her to also like you too. That way, the amount of time you're giving and the amount of time she's giving is equal. You both love and care about each other. There will be no dominance right there. Maybe if she likes a dominant personality, sure, you have to show her that. Maybe that's what she wants. Now, moving on. When you chase a woman, many of the times, I don't know what it is, from the women that I've spoken to, they say it looks like you don't value your time. Women always think that they're very important. For some reason, I don't know why. They always think their time is very important. They think they know best. You as a man need to learn how to value your own time. Now, there's one thing there's one thing that is undisputed here in this so-called situation. Women love attention. They love attention. They love attention from their enemy. They love attention from their friends. They love attention from anywhere they can get attention from. They love attention. Many of them are just attention seekers. And let me be frank with you. Takers have no limits. Somebody who seeks attention and wants to take your attention, they have no limits. So if you do not put a time on your limit, do not put boundaries on your limits, do not put certain things associated with your attention or whatever it is, they're not going to respect it. They're going to keep taking from you, and drain you. This is time that you should be using for other things in your life, and you're here spending it trying to make somebody who doesn't like you to like you. And as a result of that, the woman continuously sees you as less than her. She thinks she's above you. Now, this is not me saying this or me saying this from other guys. This is me talking to a lot of women, not just simple women, hot women. And that's how they feel. They just feel that, hey, if you don't value your own time, why should they? Why should they care? You know? A woman will value your time, will value your energy, will value who you are if she likes you. And I've said this a lot of times. No matter what you do, if the other person doesn't like you, you're wasting your time. You are severely wasting your time. And you know what it is. Time is money. So every single time you waste trying to convince her that she is the best person, that you are the best person for her, is the time you could have spent chasing after your dreams, making good money, and so on and so forth. You don't want anybody wasting your time. Trust me on this one. Now, the last point regarding chasing is simply that when you start something, when you start providing all this attention for a woman, you start trying to chase her in order to convince her that you are the best mate for her, you will have to continue to do so moving forward. What you start, you have to finish, guys. How you get somebody is the way you're going to maintain them. If you go about flashing your wealth, giving them lots of attention, lots of time, you will have to continue that in the relationship in order to maintain that relationship. Like I said, women are always takers. Too many of them are they're just takers. If you waste too much time giving to them in order to convince them to be in your life, you will have to continue to do so in order to convince them to stay in your life. You do not want that kind of energy being drained away from you when you know you need to be focusing on other things. Because the moment you put your eyes away from the ball, or let's say when you take your eyes off the ball, she's gone to do something else. There's no point. You know? If you waste so much time guarding something that doesn't want to be guarded, well, guess what? Sooner or later, it's going to get out. And it's going to do something that's just going to wreak and turn your world upside down. You don't want to do that. So, what the manosphere is saying regarding chasing, please don't waste your time chasing. You see a woman you like, you go over there, you talk to her. You ask her what the business is, when will she be available so that you guys can talk, get to know each other, and so on and so forth. If she keeps playing games with you, you just move on. She doesn't like you. Don't read into it. Don't read more than what is being shown. If your gut instinct tells you, man, this woman doesn't like you, just walk away. As guys, you know that we don't pursue something we don't like. We don't attempt to go after something we don't like. But for women, they don't mind the attention even from people they don't like. They will always take any attention is good attention to them. It's a shame, but it's reality. You know? Now, there used to be a time when if a woman doesn't like you, she would just, like, man, she would not even want you to be in her presence at all. There used to be a time like that. She doesn't even want to talk to you. She doesn't even want to see you. You know? There used to be a time like that. But those times, man, I don't even know what happened to those times. At least they were straightforward with telling you they don't like you. They don't want you. But nowadays, they will do anything, create drama, just so that they can have your attention. I mean, it's ridiculous. But anyway, guys, that's all for now. I just want to just bring your attention to that part. As you hear a lot of people from the manosphere, many of the times when they speak about do not chase, just understand that it means do not waste your time on people who don't want you. It does not mean don't approach. It means don't waste your time trying to convince somebody else that you are the best mate for them. Don't waste your time. Just approach. That's it. Approach, talk to her. If she is not willing to give you the time and effort, then she is useless to you. Just walk away. Don't waste your time chasing her. Only give your time to people that have shown you that they care about you. There's no reason for you to take a woman out to lunch or dinner or any of those things. Don't do that unless you are sure that the woman likes you. Then yeah, you can now give her access to a little piece of your own world. I call it a trailer. You know, give her a trailer of your own world. You know, take her out here, there. Play with her, and so on and so forth. But please do not give your time and attention to people who are not into you. Now, I'm not going to sit down here and start talking about how to know when people are into you. I think there are other YouTubers that can do that better. And to some degree, I think that there are some ladies that can tell you, hey, listen, this is when a woman is really interested in you. And there's some men that are going to tell you, hey, listen, this is where I found success. When a woman has these certain traits. When she shows you certain traits, it means she really likes you. But for me, when it comes to those things, I would say, it's still individualistic, or should I say, it's still just personal right now. And until confirmation, I'm not really going to talk about those kind of things. When she likes you, when she doesn't like you, I think you can figure that out yourself. But I can tell you one simple thing. When a woman likes you, you see her almost everywhere. I don't know what it is, but if a woman likes you, she finds a way to just insert herself into your line of sight. Like you can be staying anywhere, and she'll just find a way to just insert herself right into your line of sight. She knows how to do it. I don't know how women do it, but they know how to do it. So when you guys figure that one out, I don't know. I don't waste my time like that, but for some reason, when a woman likes me, I notice that she's always in my line of sight. Why is she there? I don't know. But she finds a way to make herself almost available and within my line of sight. So, yeah. And then they make certain noises, you know, they speak a little bit louder, you know, so at least you gain your attention. Yeah, that one too. They have that habit of always doing that. So the moment you look, you see a woman who's a little bit loud, if she's not your type cup of coffee, you just turn the other way and just keep it moving. Anyway, guys, I think I've spoken enough about this issue about chasing and approaching. So you know what to do. Alright, guys, until the next episode, stay safe. I think I've been speaking too long. It's been almost 20 minutes, so take it easy. Until the next episode, I guess, remain informed.